Good morning from Alaska. It's actually warm today. It's about 21 above. I'm going to go on a walk and I'm going to turn the camera because it's just going to be moving a lot probably. But I just wanted to maybe share with you, I'm not even sure what, but come along on my walk and we'll see what the Lord has for us. Okay, I'm turning the camera. So I know there's not new scenery and I apologize for that. But I just wanted to come out here and say, I don't know, today's Taco Tuesday. I really love tacos. Haven't really made any tacos for a while. I used to go to Taco Bell, but I don't really eat out. Not because I can't, just because it's really not healthy to eat out. You know, a lot of fast food places anyways. But yeah, I'll eat out occasionally depending, and I'll do a treat and stuff. So it looks like it's a little bit foggy. Maybe it's just my glasses. But it feels nice. This would be considered warm for us if it's 20 above. Anything above 0 is considered to be warm. I guess I could walk a different way. It's still going to look about the same, but I'll walk down this way. I don't know that I'll go to the mailboxes because that'll be a much longer walk, which is fine, but I'm just thinking I might not do that. I don't know. What do I want to talk about? Let's see. I went to work yesterday and was trying to find another pair of shoes. So on my break, I found some and tried them on, and I tried them last night and they really bothered my feet. So I don't think they're going to be the right shoe. I did find some good boots that fit. That'll be good for winter. At least for coming and going. I have some other boots that I found at the house. That can work when I'm in the deep snow. And I found some snow pants that fit. So I'm actually wearing those. I guess I can show you. And there's my new boots. Okay, anyways. I got pretty good sleep last night. I feel like I was definitely tired because I was up so early yesterday and then worked. So, maybe 6 or so hours, which is really good for me. I don't know. I feel relaxed. I feel at peace. I do work tonight. I'm going to try to take the shoes back. So I bought them at work. They were on sale. They were regularly $55. And they were on sale for like $44. And with my discount and other percentages off, they had other coupons. I think they were like $31 and some change. So good, a really good deal. It's just they're not going to work. Like they'll work for my left foot, but not my right foot because I have issues with my arch and different things. And then I can't have the shoes too high or it buckles my knee, my right knee with the arthritis. So, I used to use different shoes and they were taller and I liked them because it made me taller and they were cushiony and they really felt good on my feet. But the last shoes I had to return that were expensive at REI on the weekend, they were Brooks and I loved them. They were great on my feet, but it kept buckling my knee. And so that wasn't going to work for me. That's why I returned them. So I'm really just wanting to find, a second pair, a backup pair, maybe 2 backup pairs of tennis shoes. I still have my other ones and they seem to be working, but I know they're going to, you put miles on them and they break down and they don't work as well. And I couldn't find the same style. And I looked at both the stores. So I don't really like to order things online. It's really hard to get stuff to our house. We have to get it at the post office at the airport. And so it's really difficult. And now without a vehicle. So I don't know that that's going to work for me. So I always just pray, hey, can I find it here in town? And there's a couple other places I can look as well. So, but I'll make what I have work for now. And, we'll go from there. So I'm going to keep walking straight, which would eventually lead me to the turn to go to the mailboxes. So maybe we'll make it to the mailboxes. The roads are really clear. Oh, and I want to say last night I don't normally have a ride. So I'm always having to try to figure out who can take me home. One of the gals that works in another department that I met quite a while ago, because I like to talk to people, and she's really sweet. I asked her last Friday if she'd be able to take me home. And she said, oh yeah, sure, just remind me. And so she took me home, and she wouldn't take money. I offered several times, and then I tried to give her 10, and she just wouldn't. She's just, no. She's so sweet. She always looks out for me, like when I have to go, put cardboard in or the trash. She's a lot taller, and she'll help me, like literally practically do it all for me. She's just a sweetheart. I just really love her. But anyways, I just really appreciate when people come alongside and see a need and really help. It's such a blessing. And I forget that I do that without thinking. I do that for people all the time. I'm not afraid to, give somebody something. I feel it's on my heart to, buy something for somebody or give them a little gift. Or I have cough drops in my pocket and they're coughing and not feeling well. And I'll be just like, hey, here you go. Whatever it is, a bottle of water. It really doesn't matter. I think that we can do so many things for others if we really take the time. And I know we get busy and we get distracted. And so we don't always see what the needs are. And sometimes we're really just kind of looking inward. I've had seasons where I've been looking inward. And it's really hard for me to see anybody else. Like my prayers couldn't even be for anybody. I was just praying, Lord, help me. Help me to get up today. Help me to go to work because I'm, tired and I'm sad and I have a broken heart. And just, I couldn't see outside of my, lack of a better word, despair. And so I find, and you can't always do it when you're in despair, but once you kind of have the clouds lifted a bit, it's the time to do for others. And it'll just brighten your spirit. It'll just help you so much. And maybe you still don't have a lot of time. Maybe you can't go volunteer at a rescue mission or whatever. But you can do simple things. You can make some cookies. And you know what? If you're not a baker, there are really simple ways to still bake. You can get the already pre-made dough. People love it anyways. But, you still baked them. And you put them in packages or whatever and bring them to work and hand them out to your coworkers. I often have made a lot and then just hand them out to a lot of different areas in the store. I don't know. I think I shared before when I made the breakfast burritos. I really actually want to make those again for myself and my family. But it was so much fun. And I learned, the grilling of them that makes them so good. And so I twice made, 80. I don't know how many I made. And I handed them out. There was a crew, remodeling our store, and I had worked with them before. And so, yeah, it was really cool. And the burritos were so delicious. And it was fun to make them and to give them away, to those people that were helping our store, improve. And then to my area that I worked in, I think I handed out to several other people, some vendors and people that I'd regularly talk to. And, I felt like it really blessed me, but it blessed them as well. So, what are your talents? I guess we are going to maybe make it to the mailbox because I'm getting close. The stop sign and then you turn. My hand's getting a little cold. I'm going to put my glove on, at least one of them. Anyways, it gives you a little bit of different scenery, different trees. But really, when it's snowy anymore, just around this neighborhood, it kind of all looks the same. I would love to go to Kramer's Field and show you there. And maybe some other areas around town. But maybe that'll happen whenever I have a vehicle available for me to drive again. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I know that if I don't have a vehicle for this winter, I will be okay. I'm going to allow my family to help me. And, I'm not paying any gas or anything. I'm still paying my insurance. I'm not sure if I want to take it off because the last time I did for a short period, they were giving me a hard time and saying that then my insurance will go up. And so I don't know. I might have to just talk to them and figure it out. I'm not real sure. So yeah, the mailbox isn't that far. And I'm just going on 10 minutes. and I usually walk 20. So I think we're doing good. So I'll check the mail, and then we'll head back. I don't know what else I wanted to say. I guess school is out Thursday and Friday, so it's a 4-day weekend for the kids. There is parent-teacher conferences. So yeah, and I'm going to switch hands, and I'm going to put my other glove on. And a vehicle just came by, has a snow plow on their truck, which is really nice to have if you live in these areas where it snows and you need to get into your driveway and stuff. It's really helpful. I wouldn't have minded to have, a plow. I think that's what it's called, on the front of my truck, because we have to get our drive plowed when we get too much snow. And it did snow yesterday, but, it didn't really leave a whole lot. What we have going on right now is because of the snow, not this last Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, but before, because it had rain and freezing rain, we have an underlayer of ice underneath the snow. So the roads are kind of iffy. They're a little bit more slick. And so depending on what kind of vehicle you have, if you have a 4-wheel drive, it is good, but you're still kind of sliding. You have to go slow. And then if you have other vehicles, I've been kind of looking, because I want a Subaru. I want a Subaru Forester. And I'm going to be honest with you, I want a brand new one. And I don't have money for that. And it would be awesome to have one gifted to me. And I already looked it up. They're between $40,000 and $45,000. I don't have that kind of money. And I can't afford to do a payment. And I really don't want to be making a payment. And also I get really bad interest because I've had some, debts charged off, and I've been working on paying my debt off. My debt is less than $5,500, which is really good. All doctor bills are paid and everything. So yeah, I'm in a really good season, even though I'm not making that much. I'm in a really good season. I'm going to stop and get the mail. So hold on a second. Well, I'll show you. No mail today. Actually, they come a little later, so maybe it got picked up earlier. I picked it up the other day and I forgot. But it was a nice walk. And I'm going to head back. Okay, I could go the other way. It might take a little longer. But since the roads are good to walk, I don't know. I think there's horses. And sometimes there's cats. And there is this one dog, so this is why I don't go this way. Not that I don't like dogs, but he just is kind of territorial. And I don't want to, upset him. But we'll try. And if I have to end the video and go around, I'll just end it. I don't know. I feel like I usually have more to say. But I've really been kind of asking the Lord to, just calm my spirit, calm my mind. I don't want to start, having cycling thoughts. And I don't know if you have cycling thoughts. Do you go over past mistakes or go over a certain situation or something that's currently bothering you? Does it just keep coming up and you keep thinking about it again and again? And then it just causes you, grief. It causes you to feel angry and upset, and it really doesn't change the circumstance. You still have that circumstance, whatever it is. Whether it's you're going to the divorce court, or you're already divorced, or your kids are not behaving, or you don't like your job, or you got laid off or fired, or, you're upset about the elections, or you're upset about the prices going up, or you want to move somewhere else, or you do need a vehicle and your vehicle's broke down, or you have a friendship that has fallen apart, or a relationship with a family member. So many things in any given day that can cause your thoughts to cycle. and, missing people that have passed away, and people that live far away, and other relationships that you wish were better. If you're not really close to a family member, a brother or a sister, and, you love each other and everything, but you just don't really have that connection like you'd want to. I actually have been thinking about an uncle of mine, and he lives in California with his family, and it's my mom's brother. And I saw him in 2018. It was in 2017 when I was down there, when my mom had her stroke and was in the hospital. And they basically told us, you better get down here. You and your sister better come because, mom is not going to make it. She had blood on the brain, and the nurses were like, yeah, anytime. Well, she did make it. She made it. It was 2017, end of 2017, and she made it another 4 years. No, longer than that. 7 years. Sorry. She made it another 7 years. I think the Lord had plans for her, and my dad really needed her, and they had a lot of issues in their relationship. I don't want to get into all that, but my dad and I prayed for them. He told me that he got to become best friends with her, and they were very close and understood each other, even though my mom could no longer talk. It was really beautiful to see. I have some pictures on my phone and some memories that have come up, and my dad's there by her bedside, and she had fallen asleep, and he had laid his head down on the bed, and I took a picture of them. And mom's gone now, and so that was just amazing to see the restoration in their life, because they were married over 50 some odd years, and she pointed to her finger when I was there. It must have been in 2018, but maybe it was 2019. She didn't have a wedding ring anymore. I won't get into that, but she wanted a wedding ring. And so it was just so cool. We went to the pawn shop, and I saw it, and it was just a simple band. That's all she ever wanted, all she ever liked. And we didn't know for sure what size, but I bought it, and I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't a lot. It was maybe $60. It was beautiful, dainty, something I know my mom would like. And I feel like I got a picture of it, but my dad went in and had the little box. I still have the box. I wish I had the ring now. I don't even think my dad has it. But, he kind of bent down at the hospital bedside and put it on her finger. And she wanted it, and it was just so beautiful. She was saying to him, no matter what's happening, no matter what happened in our past, I'm sticking with you, and you're sticking with me. And he was so faithful to be at her bedside 7 days a week. He would be there from noon till like 9. Sometimes he would stay. I guess she had to have some surgery and go to the hospital and then come back. She had kidney stones. And he stayed at the hospital for he said 41 days. He would just sleep in the chair. And they let him, and then finally they're like, yeah, you can't do this anymore. But just the faithfulness of a husband to his wife. She's not doing well. She's had a lot of, health issues over her life, for 30 plus years or more, honestly. But through it all, nobody's perfect. And he just loved her, and they loved each other. And yeah, in the mess, they loved each other, in the financial stuff, in her being in the nursing home. It wasn't really a Hallmark movie because there was mess. And there was lots of stuff, but it was still so beautiful to me that God showed me that, yes, he can restore relationships. He can restore those that are, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm going to go be with somebody else, blah, 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 blah. And I watched it. I watched my parents come back together as a unit. The covenant that they made, the vow they made to each other. Stuck, and it really was because my mom didn't give up on my dad. She kept praying, and she kept encouraging, and she did what only she could do, is just stay And that's hard because her mom is gone too. But at one point her mom was like, you should just come and live with me. And she's like, no, and I think that I don't want to say the stroke was an answer to prayer, but her going into the nursing home was actually a good thing. It was too much for my dad to try to care for her. It was too hard for him. And I wish I could have done more. I kept going back and going back. I'd go and visit from Alaska to California from 99 until 2020. And so my last time I went back, God told me you're going back to go forward in 2020. And he gave me some really wonderful gifts during that time. And I was so thankful that I went, because I wouldn't have seen my mom again had I not. The last time I seen her was like in 2018 or 2019. I don't remember. But it just, and yeah, I had a lot of things happen because of that. I was out of work, and that's when all my credit cards and things went, charge-offs, whatever. And so I had a mess, and it was a lot of money. And, but like I said, I'm down to 55, and it was, I don't know how much it was. But I really don't know that I've done it the Dave Ramsey way. I do listen to him. I just have done it by partnering with God. And when I was making more money at different jobs, I was putting money, on those bills and paying them off. And yeah, it's not always fun learning those lessons. I don't have charge cards now. I feel those are temptations to me. And it's really hard because you think of it as, use your debit card and that's just like cash to you. Well, a credit card's the same thing. You can just buy stuff. And who doesn't like to buy stuff? I don't know. Maybe there's some people that don't. But, I enjoy, oh, that's really cool. It's pretty. I want to get it. Or I want to get gifts for people. So it can be really easy to charge. And I really think that the Lord has healed me from that. So I just give him praise for that. Anyways, I am going to finish this. I'm almost back to the house in probably another 5. But I'm going to finish up. And, I just hope you have a good day. And I probably won't eat tacos today, but hey, it's Taco Tuesday. You can make tacos for your family, or, you could go to Taco Bell. It's once in a while, no big deal. Or, you could go to a Mexican restaurant. I always loved Mexican restaurants. Me and my ex-husband, that was some of our favorite food in California. We had a couple special places. We would love it. We'd sit down and they would bring the chips and salsa. I don't know. We'd probably eat three baskets full of the salted chips with salsa, and then get our food. But yeah, it's Taco Tuesday, so enjoy it however you want. Maybe it's your day off. Maybe today's your Friday. Today's kind of my midweek because tomorrow I'll be off, and then I'll work Thursday, Friday, and then I'll be off on the weekend. So, blessings. And I may get on here and do a devotional. We'll see. But I really hope you have a great day. And I will see you later today or tomorrow. All right, bye.